Right, as I am setting off again, my phone is currently trying to kill itself. Hello, welcome back. Oh. Well, welcome back to another video. This is a video that I probably have said I'm going to make for about 6 months. Since I had my crash, blah blah blah, all of that, went away, stopped making YouTube videos, and then I came back to Instagram and said, I'm going to make a video on what's going on, and I said I'd make that video when I even had the car when I was working at Motec, and the car was going through the registration process. I never even explained what's going on there. So in this video, we're currently driving down to Paddock Motors, my gorgeous friends at Paddock Motors in Exeter. We're driving down there now, so I thought it'd take a really good opportunity to give an explanation as to where I've been, what I've been up to, why the car took so long to get on the road, and kind of where I've been on YouTube. So I guess we should start with the registration process of this car. Now, at the time, the car had just been delivered. I didn't think it was going to be a massive issue to get this car back onto the road with some UK plates. Turns out I was completely wrong, and it took about 5 months. So from when it got delivered, God, when did it get delivered? Last summer. I mean, it must have been June time, maybe. I didn't realise how much of a ball ache it was going to be. So originally the car was on Jersey or Guernsey plates, and obviously we've done the engine swap. So to transfer it over from the Jersey Guernsey, I'm going to just call it Jersey because I can't remember which one it was, those plates to UK plates was trickier than I thought it was going to be, because Jersey wasn't technically part of the EU or something. I'm really not explaining this very well. Basically, it took me 5 months. No, it took me 3 months to get an answer out of the DVLA as to where my plates were. I went through the whole registration process. I paid a lot of money out to try and get it registered, get some new plates, and that never happened. Wasn't getting anything back. It took them 5 weeks. As I sent all the papers off, for them to come back and say to me, oh yeah, because it's not a EU registered number plate, you have to go through a different type of registration process. And I was like, well, thanks for letting me know, you bastards. So that was a really annoyingly long wait for them to tell me, oh yeah, you can't do this, you have to use this method of registration. And at this point I was just so fed up, I was so annoyed I couldn't drive the car. It was sat at work. I used to take it out of the unit and put it in the unit day in, day out, and I wasn't allowed to drive it. It was so frustrating. So I changed that, finally managed. I found a company through a couple of people suggested to me, found a guy that literally does all the paperwork for you. You pay him 150 quid, does all the paperwork and sorts it all out. Finally got it registered. We stuck on our UK plates and finally drove the car home. And that was amazing feeling, obviously, to have the car back. And that's kind of where it all kind of went out of control. I mean, where it all kind of stopped for me. So obviously I haven't been on YouTube for a while. Partly due to changing jobs, so obviously I started at Maguire's, so I wanted to settle in there. I moved house, I moved out of my house with my mum and my grandma, so I'm now living on my own. Elsie and I, the girlfriend, she lives in Wimbledon, so she's not living with me currently, but hopefully that changes later this year. But yeah, it was a big change. I moved out of home. I've lived there for 23 years, so it was a big change, obviously, to do that. I never went to university, so I never had the independence that a lot of people might have had at that time, and it was a big change. And I went through some, I wouldn't say I had mental health, because it's obviously a delicate subject, but it's really good to talk about it. Personally, I feel like I probably had some mental health issues. I had a real thing with body image, body weight, food. I found it very hard to express how I was feeling, and I'm not embarrassed to talk about it, because I think it's something that one really should talk about and get the appropriate help for. I know a friend of mine, Luke, LK Horizon on YouTube and Instagram, has just posted a really amazing video talking about it, and how he's come back from a long stint off YouTube. So I definitely felt that I wasn't myself, I wasn't happy within myself, and I didn't really know how to get out of that. So I was in a bit of a dark place. I mean, I'm still not amazingly healthy, but I'm healthier than I was. I just, comfort eating, all sorts. Now, it sounds amazing, having nice food and stuff, but actually it really takes a toll on you when you want to try and do, anything. I didn't feel comfortable wearing clothes, which means the clothes I had, which means I didn't feel comfortable going out, and I couldn't go out comfortably with my girlfriend. It bundled up and bundled up, and I got to a really unhealthy weight at New Year's, and at that point I was like, eesh, that's not it's probably not very healthy. So I turned my life around. I just started talking about it. I talked to my family, I talked to Elsie, I talked to friends, and I just surrounded myself with a positive energy, and the people that I know and knew would support me through anything, and that really changed things for me. Obviously, work at McGuire's has been so good. I absolutely love it, but at the same time, it's taken a lot of my creativity, and that's not a bad thing. Like creativity, a lot of people think being creative is, I don't know, this is just my view. I think people think it's a gift. It's just something that people have, but actually, being a creator for a company and work-wise, it really is a job. It's a task that takes energy out of you, and a lot of me felt that I didn't have the creativity to do it after work. I was filming all the time at work, taking pictures, making videos, doing YouTube stuff. And when I got home, if I needed to make a video, because I still hadn't made a video at this point on this car, my BMW E36, which is mine thanks to Paddock Motors, I didn't have the energy to create a video, and I didn't want to create a video. I had a resentment almost to pick up the camera and film stuff. Obviously, that was to do with how I was feeling at the time as well. I didn't want my fat face to be on camera. So yeah, that was that basically, and that's kind of, it's a really, God, this is a shitty explanation as to where I've been, but that's where I come up to this point. In between sort of times, I have uploaded a couple of videos. Obviously, about 3 months ago, I went on tour with Petrolhead Tours, obviously with Alcoholics. That was the most insane trip, and I'm so excited because later this year I'm going again with them in October. But after that filming experience, I stopped, got fat again, and didn't feel myself. Having said that, surrounding myself with positivity and people that I love and people that love me, and actually I owe it to Paddock Motors to share this car with you and to share my passion for car culture and my passion for cars, or as my girlfriend's parents like to quote me, my passion. Cars are my passion. I wanted to pick up the camera again, and I wanted to film stuff, and I think this time round I want it to be a more real experience. I want it to be a bit more relaxed. Not that I was faking anything before, but I feel maybe it was a bit of a childish approach to how I was filming YouTube videos. I'm still going to be me. I'm still a blonde, floppy-haired idiot. But I've grown up a bit. 23 years old now. I've got 2 kids and a fucking house I have to pay for. I'm joking. I don't have 2 children. However, that said, yeah, I wanted to pick up the camera, film stuff, and I was really excited. Obviously, the video previously, I booked a date in my head, and I was like, right, that's it. I have to get my windscreen replaced. I know Russ from Ultimate Windscreens really well, and he kindly helped me out with the windscreen. So I was like, right, that's it, we have to film that because that's amazing. And he told me that getting a windscreen is a new lease of life, and oh my god, yes it is, apart from all the bugs that are on my screen now because I'm driving to Exeter, which is a long way. So yeah, I set a date in the diary, which was Thursday. I had a meeting with Alpha Performance Fabrication, and I've got some seriously exciting stuff to do with them coming up this year, whatever, to see where it takes us. And also I wanted to document the build series on the E36. This obviously has been a dream car of mine for a long time. I just love the way I've been obsessed ever since I was a child with like long bonnets, big wings, loud cars. Like I'm a yobbo, I'm a proper revhead. So big wings, long bonnets and loud cars is what I live for. So when I found the E36, obviously I fell in love with it, and Paddock Motors have really brought that dream to life. Hence why I'm going down there now to sort the car out properly, get its first health check, get its first service, MOT, fresh MOT. Also, we're rebuilding the Vanos unit, so something that Mark said he wanted to do was rebuild the Vanos unit, give it a full alignment because it never had one before. And just give it some love, some little extra bits. I've got some black grills, a diffuser to put on, but yeah, that's the plan. And so from now it's going to be me filming the 36 and us building it up to a place where I think it will be a pretty cool motorsport car / show car. So yeah, that's basically me. I don't really know what else to say. I guess a huge thank you to you guys for supporting the channel still, even though I haven't been on it for a while, but supporting me and supporting the channel. And yeah, a lot of people on Instagram. If you don't follow me on Instagram, obviously it's Dork Chasers. Just loads of support whenever I post a picture, asking me if I'm coming back to YouTube and stuff like that. So I'm just really grateful for the support that I've had, and I'm excited. I'm really excited to start filming and making videos again. I've got some cool trips again this year. Me and Joe Achilles, his channel is absolutely booming. We're going on tour again with Petro Tours to Spain in his brand new BMW M2 competition. I cannot wait for that. It's going to be a sick trip. I've got a Palmer Sport Truck Day coming up on the 2nd of May, which again I'm super excited about. Just doing more stuff that I want to film and I want to do, and that's kind of the ethos for this journey. So if you're not already part of the Talk Nation, like and subscribe. Hit that subscribe button, join the Talk Nation. Give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I might leave this as a one take because one take's cool and it's a bit more raw, and I like raw stuff. Also, the plans I have for this car are quite bold. Some of it might not be to anyone's taste, but that's fine because that's what it's all about. It's got to build what you like, build what you want to build, and not give a shit about what anyone else thinks. And I do, because I love this car and I'm going to do to it what I want to do to it. So I have some seriously exciting plans to come for this car, and I hope you enjoy watching the build series. Obviously I'm going to take you on all my little adventures that I get to go on. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video, and I shall see you in the next one.